from Taipei and Washington, D.C. to our friends at Talk in D.C. It is a very exciting episode because this is our very first venture to discuss current event in English instead of Chinese Mandarin. First, I would like to point out this great idea. It comes from Jason Tiger. He asked us if we would like to broadcast our program in English only. He wants our discussion can be watched not just by Mandarin-speaking friends, but also by American mainstream. I think it is a fantastic idea, especially during the pandemic time. We could let more people across the world capture our viewpoints about the horrified pandemic. We also think it is urgent to broadcast in English because the comments made by President Trump really create huge discrimination against all Chinese around the world, especially those lives in the United States. As today, there are 148 countries are affected by coronavirus. And as this morning, March 22nd, Trump still referred coronavirus as Chinese virus. He even crossed out the corona word and write in Chinese on his speech draft prepared by his staff. This childish and irresponsible behavior shocked me. I have never seen a president so narrow-minded, ignorant, and arrogant in U.S. history. I have never seen a president so full of hatred against foreigners and so discriminated against colored people, which including Chinese, Mexicans, Africans, American Indians, and so on. I cannot believe that Trump is the one to initiate all hatred movement and brainwash Americans with his male chauvinism. Unfortunately, he still has massive followers in the States. Do you remember on July 8th, 2017, is about 50 Ku Klux Klan KKK members marched in Charlottesville, Virginia, after the city decided to take down a park statue of Confederate Army General Robert E. Lee. And Trump did not criticize the demonstration until 2 days later. His attitude and the way to handle that event irritated so many Americans. He allows white supremacism camouflage their rhetoric and enter the mainstream. Trump is a supremacist, racist, and anti-Semite. I recall in 1980, the television across the country periodically to show an advertisement with colored children waving American flag and saying, "We are all Americans." I also recall in early 1980, the US government don't use melting pot, this wording anymore. Instead, using respectful ethnic heritage, because the government finally realized that the roots of ethnic heritage cannot be melted into others. Harmony among all groups is so important to our nation. Good leader shall let your citizens feel safe and secured, not fear and resentment. So we don't have to worry about being attacked while we're walking on the street, or burn down your shops just because you have an Asian look. Recently, there are several instances among Chinese community in Los Angeles and New York City. Did the government do anything? As conclusion, I want Americans, including President Trump, can unite together to fight this pandemic virus effectively, instead of put hatred toward Chinese community.